What's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. We are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Monday, June 7th. We got Game 2 of the Brooklyn Nets versus Milwaukee Bucks. It's a shame. James Harden will be out today like he was out majority of Game 1. We'll see what his status is like for the remainder of the series, but it's still a battle of the heavyweights. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Khris Middleton, Jrue Holiday. The bright lights are still on. Let's get into my favorite player props and spreads of this game. Quick recap from yesterday. Not a great day, and I won't hide from it. Trae Young, I learned my lesson picking his under, and that's fine. Sixers don't cover. Whatever. What can you do with that? You can't really, I picked a lot of props in that Sixers versus Hawks game, assuming Embiid was out. Of course, he gets called in, so not much you can do about that. But let's get into today's slate. First, if you're new, subscribe. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. We really appreciate you. We're going to do a betting video for every single NBA game, so there is one for the Suns versus Nuggets, the game after this one, so go check out that one. But like I said, subscribe. If you want to become a COS All-Star like all these people, do it. They're the real MVPs. Really appreciate you guys. Let's get into my favorite player prop of the day. Khris Middleton, over 11.5 rebounds plus assists, plus 100. If you do not have this line, I would take his rebounds line. But Khris, we took this line in Game 1. He cashed it with rebounds by itself. He had 13 rebounds and 4 assists, and I think this line is way too low. To be honest, I bet it at 10.5, but I'll bring it up to 11.5 for you guys because that's what you will get today, I believe. I haven't looked at the odds exactly, but it was plus 100 last time I checked. And you look at it, the analysis remains the same from Game 1. Khris has cleared this line in 3 straight games. In terms of Brooklyn playing against them this season, he's averaging 8.75 rebounds per game, 4.5 assists per game, a total of 13.25 rebounds plus assists, well over the 11.5 in their 4 matchups. And like we talked about Saturday, Donte DiVincenzo, the big ragu, is out. And you'll see that's a big loss for the Milwaukee Bucks. He averages nearly 6 rebounds per game, and Khris Middleton's making the most of it. I like this prop a lot. Khris is also trying to get his teammates involved more, and I think he would have had more assists, and he likely will have more assists today if his teammates, including himself, actually knock down some shots today. And I think that number increases. We're taking it. My favorite player prop of the day, Khris Middleton, over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. Moving on, Jrue Holiday, same exact prop, but for his teammate, over 12.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 115. If you don't have this one, I would take his rebounds again. I know it's weird to take the same prop for 2 players on the same team, but I promise there's a good reason. I think both of these lines are wrong. Now, you look at Milwaukee this season and Jrue Holiday, how he's performed in the postseason. They played 5 games. Obviously, they swept the Miami Heat in 4. Then they played Game 1. Jrue Holiday has hit this line in not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but all 5 games. He's been on an absolute tear. We talked about Game 1 on Saturday. 9 rebounds, 6 assists. That's 15. That's more than 12.5. Then you look against Miami. He had 15, 15, 22, and 14 in the 4 games. He's averaging 7.2 rebounds per game and 9 assists for a combined 16.2 rebounds plus assists. And I think he should get there again. He should see again 36 to 38 minutes. And he's hit this time and time again. And that's why I'm here. Second favorite prop of the day. I'm not going to touch any of the Nets props because I'm going to limit the amount of plays we're doing. But Jrue Holiday over 12.5 rebounds plus assists, and not thinking twice about it. He can't afford to be worse, and I don't think him or Khris Middleton will be worse in Game 2. My final play of the day, Bucks plus 1.5 or Bucks money line, whatever you want, minus 110. Bucks ruined me in Game 1. I did back them, and of course, they didn't win. And I just don't expect the Bucks to play as bad as they did in Game 1. It would really be hard to play as bad as it. You look at them, they shot 6 for 30 from the 3-point line, just making 6 threes, where they average, I believe, 14.5-ish in the regular season. They aren't shooting as well in the playoffs, but that's to be expected. But they're still shooting and averaging about 12 3-pointers a game, yet they only make 6. You look at it, Jrue Holiday and Khris Middleton combined to shoot 13 of 42. That's 30% from the field in Game 1. That's not going to cut it. They're not going to win a game. And if they come out there and shoot like that again, well, then I'll live with the results. I think both of them bounce back. And last but not least, Giannis, he's still going to get his. He's still going to score a lot of points. But the Nets I just don't see them getting 30 points from Blake Griffin and Mike James again. No disrespect to them. I just don't think it's going to happen. The Bucks will have the answers, and I think they will bounce back. The spread suggests that, and the Nets were also odds boosted with the Phoenix Suns to win this game. And I think the Suns will win, so that means Brooklyn has to fall. And we're taking we're taking the Bucks plus 1.5 and not thinking twice. A couple other props I consider, I'll put them on the screen. Obviously talk about Giannis. I consider any prop with him. Khris Middleton or Durant's under. I consider Durant under on rebounds and assists. 15.5 was the line. A little high for him. Dating back to April, games without James Harden, really 14 games. He only cashed it in 2 games, but he's going to play a lot of minutes, so I'm not going to touch that. My 3 official plays, Khris Middleton over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. Jrue Holiday over 12.5 rebounds plus assists, and Bucks plus 1.5. Let's go make some money today. Good luck to everyone. Go check out my other video on the Suns versus Nuggets being posted right after this one. I'll link it right here. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been the real MVPs. This has been Austin. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.